you guys doing today? My name is Anima and today we have a post-commentated Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle for you all versus CaddyCool, otherwise known as... oh golly, I don't remember your Twitter handle, but it will be in the description down below, guys, so please do check out CaddyCool. He is a cool guy with a caddy! Whatever that means, I'm sorry, I just made that up. Anyway, this is an NU tier match. There will be a question of the day at the end of the video. Can we destroy 50 likes? I don't know, can we? It's completely up to you. Is it impossible? Who knows? We'll find out at the end of the video. Anyway, let me hit play, and you'll see what I saw, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the teams. Oh my god, it's N-fucking-U! What could it be? You can see the teams, there's no need to answer what could it be. I don't really like the lighting right now. If I do face cam in the evenings, the lighting's shit. I need a white light. It's really upsetting. I hate this. Production costs. Oh my god, donate to me. No, you don't need to do that. Anyway, he's gonna leave with Got Your Nose. And I find that very insulting. I would like my nose back, please. And go straight for the Volt Switch. As I was like, he's gonna go for Stealth Rocks. He's not gonna believe I'm gonna go straight for the Earth Power. So I went straight for the Earth Power. And I should have went for my Rocks. Because my opponent did the safest and wisest play in that instance. I do believe most people would have just gone for their Stealth Rocks. So he brings in the Sea Urchin, possibly expecting the Lava Plume. Either way, he would resist, well, take it fairly well, obviously. He took the Earth Power very damn well. And I did not know what to make of a Fiona. I've never faced a Fiona in battle at all, ever. So I went into my Puddin, my especially defensive Puddin, and I thought, I'm just going to Toxic this thing and just kind of see what happens. But, as you're going to see, and as I'm sure everybody was screaming at me as they were seeing this, it has hydration. I'm like, oh my god, okay. I need a moment just to cry. And so this little Sea Urchin is just sort of smiling at me as it murders my family. And it goes for the U-turn, which is excellent. I had no idea that I don't know anything about Fion, by the way, so this is like, what's a Fion? So he's gonna go for the U-turn, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. As I go for the return, and prior to recording, I ran around with my sodding Ordino all over friggin' Lumiose in circles, befriending O-powers like crack, just to get the thing to like me so the return wouldn't be useless. Anyway, the Armaldo goes for the knockoff, and I know what you're thinking, you're switching in a Psychic type onto like a Bug type, are you serious? But I had the feeling that he was just gonna go for the Stone Edge or something. And Tiki is my physically defensive wall on the team, so I honestly thought I was gonna die here, so I just went for the light screen just to do something useful, just in case I was gonna die. And out comes this Probo Pass, and I was like, okay, well I can preserve Tiki, I can still preserve Tiki. So I went into Entei just to try and possibly rapid spin the rocks or go for rocks of my own, because I just need to start punishing this creature. It's really quite terrible that we are in this tragic impasse, but I do decide to go for my Stealth Rocks, finally getting them up. And this is just kind of like, this marks the first of a rock fight. Okay, this is a rock fight. But now he sees how little damage he was doing to Entei under the supportive screens, and so Volt switches out into Armaldo to get rid of my rocks. Now, when I looked at Armaldo, I was like, what are you doing here? Because I completely forgot that it was a spinner. Sometimes if I don't see a Pokemon in rotation much, I'll just forget about it. I usually see the same things in succession, so I was like, Armaldo? Like, what are you doing, you samurai-looking motherfucker? Anyway, so he's gonna go for the Rapid Spin, just to get rid of my rocks, and I'm gonna go for Rapid Spin, so we're just like spinning around, and it's awfully romantic. But yeah, so this isn't amazing, this isn't really ideal. I would like to get my rocks back up, that would be amazing. But I am gonna switch back into Tiki, because I don't really want to take a Stone Edge or a Rock Slide or anything from this thing, but he's just going to go for the knockoff, and honestly I probably should have stayed in and just tried to get my rocks up again, or attacked or something, but because of the crit, Tiki is going to die. I knew that Tiki could take a knockoff because I'd already lost my item, if it wasn't a crit, and unfortunately it was, so my opponent does want to preserve the Armaldo, and I'm like, I'm going to get you. So I went for the Pursuit, predicting the out switch. We come just shy of taking out, and that is a bit annoying. It's going to come into play possibly later on. Who knows? And out comes Sea Urchin. Sea Urchin walls me to death. It walls me to utter death. So I have to go into Pudding. My opponent predicts that extremely nicely, goes for that U-turn. I'm so interested in the fact that it's a water type with U-turn. Does that happen? Is there another water type with a U-turn? Can you let me know? Because I would be very, very interested. So out comes Rudolph, and I was like, I can take a jump kick! So I just like braced myself, and I could. I didn't calc that, I was just trying to think. At full health, I probably could take a jump kick, so I went for the Wish, trying to get a switch into my Rotom, because I thought I can take a jump kick from Rotom. Because I am a bulky Rotom, and the regenerator will heal Ordino, and the wish will help Fanny. So my Fanny and my pudding will be in good health, so that's very great for me. So I go for the Volt Switch, and this does so much damage. it's like Provo Pass. The Provo Pass is specially defensive, so I was like, oh my god. So yeah, specs. It's amazing. It's really good. So my opponent does go for the Stealth Rocks. As I said, it's like a fucking war zone out here. And then goes for the Volt Switch again, fearing the Earth Power, gonna get a safe switch into something awful. Goes into the Armaldo, just knowing I wasn't going to attack, knowing that I would go for my bloody rocks. Anyway, the situation here was, I was going to go for my rocks, and even if Armaldo came in, its Rapid Spin wouldn't be able to kill me, and my Rapid Spin would be able to kill it. And I thought, maybe I could take a hit from this thing, maybe I could do that, maybe, no, it didn't really happen, but that's because I'm not a physically defensive Torkoal, I am special attacking. It's very weird set indeed. So I went for Aqua Jet just in case he had Aqua Jet, because I do believe Armaldo can carry Aqua Jet. So I was like, fuck you, and just wanted to get damage off. And out comes Sea Urchin, the fucking Fion. And this thing is like, as I said earlier, it walls me hardcore. It resists all of my moves. I should have gone for Pursuit, but I went for Low Kick, which probably has like 2 base power because it's so light. And so that was a very bad play on my behalf. And my opponent is going to get the U-turn off. And I wanted to stay in because I thought the U-turn would come. Because that's what he went for last time. It was a bit risky. And it kind of worked out because I'm able to get off a big hit on Tinkerbell. The Floette, so very nice, thank you. That's very cool. Thank you for showing me your Floette. It's very, very nice. I do like seeing Floette a lot. I have a very soft spot for Floette. Man, I really do. Floette and Florges, my goodness. Anyway, the Moonblast is going to clean take me out, no questions asked. And I'm forced to go out into Puddin'! And I honestly just wanted to try and just like do something about this situation, so excuse me. Out comes 80 days, and I go for the Wish, just trying to just like, I don't know, just in case it toxicked me, I'd be able to just get my health back, just prepare myself for the next thing, prepare myself for the goddamn Sawsbuck that's still like lurking in the background there. So 80 days is here, goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and I'm not so upset about that because I do have Heal Bell, and I'm able to go for the Toxic. I was, as you could see, 80 days came in clean, so doesn't have a Flame Orb, isn't the Toxic boost set, and if you're not the Toxic boost, what the hell? If you're not the Flare boost set, you're the Unburden set. So I'm kind of sitting quite okay with the burn, and that's kind of fine. And he does go for the Phantom Force. This might look like a weird play to you, but it's not. He's just trying to get his Unburden off. There's absolutely no reason for him to try and Phantom Force another time, because Acrobatics is very effective on all of my remaining pokes, so it's fine. It's honestly the best thing you can do. But I am able to cheekily heal my burn in the process, which is extremely nice. And I'm just sort of trying to calculate how much this, like mentally calculate how much this Acrobatics is going to do. It does a shitload. It's like a 2 KO. It's like, oh my god. But thankfully, because I have my bulky ass Rotom, my bulky ass Fanny supporting me, I'm gonna be able to Wish Pass into my Fanny and hopefully take this Acrobatics fairly well, maybe sort of. The rocks aren't very nice. I don't really enjoy them very much, but they're sort of okay and they're kind of here to stay, so what can I really do? So the Acrobatics makes contact and it actually doesn't do an awful lot at all because of the resistances. And Rotom Fanny's defenses are kind of nuts. They're like 107 in each stat. I was like, what the hell? The HP is crap though, so don't go too crazy. Bulky set's weird, but like it has its advantages. So I went for the Volt Switch, and I went into my Ordino because I couldn't switch into my Cacturn. It's just my Fanny, Ordino, and Cacturn left right now, and he's still got shitloads of Pokemon. He's practically got the Pokedex. And I was like, oh my god, I don't know how this is going to happen. I needed very specific Pokemon to handle very specific things, and it was very difficult to try and navigate around them mentally. So out comes Rudolph, who is gorgeous, by the way, and I went into my Rotom Fanny to predicting the high jump kick, as he makes a great prediction and goes for the double edge, completely expecting me to do that, and that destroys my Fanny, so just complete destruction. I would love to know what set you're running with your Sawsbuck, if it's banded or scarfed or something, because I feel like he's locked in, but I couldn't say what item. But I'm very surprised that well, actually not that surprised. I was at 75% because of the rocks, but I'd just like to know. Okay, I really like to know. So out comes Tinkerbell, takes a return to the face, And that actually does decent damage, if I do say so myself. That's why I fucking did the befriending power and cycled around Lumios. It was worth it, I tell myself. But really here, I should have, instead of going for return like I did here, I really should have gone for the wish. And I was like, bollocks, because I didn't know if I outsped or not. So I thought if I have speed, I can just kill it, and then there's no need to go for wish, blah blah blah. But I knew from previous experience in this battle that I could live a jump kick at full HP, and if I could live at full HP, I could guarantee myself. But it doesn't even matter because pudding lives anyway. So I was like, whoa, and then gets a crit on the return. He's like, fuck you, like, this is just crazy. It's really weird. But down goes Rudolph, and my pudding is apparently really upset. And Got Your Nose is going to make an appearance, and this is just, oh man, it's basically everybody outspeeds Ordino. Even a giant mustache, a giant sentient mustache outspeeds Ordino, so cool. Yeah, so my opponent goes into Sea Urchin. My opponent's last Pokemon are this Probopass and Sea Urchin. My last Pokemon is Ulcura, the Cacturn. And I was like, oh Christ, I need this Sucker Punch to kill, I really do, and it comes just shy. I was so afraid of this U-turn, I really was, but I managed to hold on with 35 HP, that's a 4 times effective move, ladies and gentlemen, even though my opponent isn't invested, so. But if I wasn't max HP, I would not have lived that, these weird sets. Cacturn is like on the Smogon sets, not that you should always use those, but it's listed as like, max speed, but it's so slow. It's so slow, I can't justify that mentally. But like, you know, whatever, each their own. So we go for the Drain Punch, outspeeding something at last, and and we are able to kill the Probopass. No questions asked. Christ. Especially from the range of HP it was at. And Sea Urchin is going to die to the rocks, and that is going to be the game. That was an incredibly close battle. It could have gone either way, completely either way. It was really horrendous, and I was crying a lot. Same with the last battle I uploaded, honestly. I was very upset. The last battle against Mike, I was like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, I really do hope you enjoyed that battle. Please go and check out CaddyCool on Twitter. Obviously a very good battler, as you can see. It was very good. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. And the question of the day is going to be, if you could visit any country right now, what country would that be and why? Answer in as much or little detail as you would like. Me personally, I don't really know. I don't really know at all. I'm quite happy here in America, to be honest. It's very fun and very cool. Everybody's accent is very different and very different from place to place. It's really weird. It's crazy. Oh my god. Especially somewhere like San Francisco, where there's like a lot of people from everywhere that have all come. But yeah, guys, let me know your answer to the question today. I really do hope you enjoyed that video. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. It'd be an absolute pleasure to have you on board. Leave a like if you want. Obviously, you don't have to. Anyway, take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye!